On the next, Tai Chi Chasers.
I can combine Tai Chi symbols to make new attacks.
Fly learns a new way to use the Tai Chi.
You Tigeroid twerps won our last round, but this time you're through.
But is it way too little?
It's over!
Far too late? Tai Chi Chasers, coming up next on the CW4Kids Toonzai. You're watching Cubix, Robots for Everyone. Next up, check out Sonic X. Then catch another Sonic X right here on the CW4Kids Toonzai. You're watching Sonic X. Next, it's another Sonic X. Then, don't miss Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal right here on the CW4Kids Toonzai. You're watching Sonic X. Next, don't miss Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. Then, catch another Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal right here on the CW4Kids Toonzai. You're watching Sonic X. Next, don't miss Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. Then, catch another Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal right here on the CW4Kids Toonzai. You're watching Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. Next, catch another Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. Then, it's Dragon Ball Z Kai right here on the CW4Kids Toonzai. You're watching Dragon Ball Z Kai. Next, check out another Dragon Ball Z Kai. Then, it's Classic Yu-Gi-Oh! right here on the CW4Kids Toonzai. You're watching Dragon Ball Z Kai. Next, check out Classic Yu-Gi-Oh! Then catch another Classic Yu-Gi-Oh! right here on the CW4Kids Toonzai. Get ready for one full hour of Cubix, Robots for Everyone, right here on the CW4Kids Toonzai.
Hey, did you know that Cubix and the Bubbletown bots will be right back?
Great job, Cubix!
Another episode of Cubix is coming up next, right here on the CW4Kids.
Now, back to Cubix.
On the next Cubix,
Oh no, it's heading right for Bubbletown.
a hurricane threatens to destroy Bubbletown, and only one robot can stop it, Celsius. But when Dr. K gets wind of this barometric marvel,
Go and take care of that pest!
he calls in Kilobot to steal its thunder. Can Cubix weather the storm and save Celsius? Or will Kilobot rain on his parade? Cubix, coming up next on the CW4Kids.
Now, the CW4Kids Toonzai presents Sonic X, the Chaos Emerald Saga.
You're watching Sonic X. Next, it's another Sonic X. Then, don't miss Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal right here on the CW4Kids Toonzai. You're watching Sonic X. Next, don't miss Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. Then, catch another Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal right here on the CW4Kids Toonzai.
Sonic X, the Chaos Emerald Saga will return.
There's even more Sonic X racing your way up next. Right here on the CW4Kids Toonzai.
Coming up next, the saga kicks into explosive overdrive.
I don't know if I can save the galaxy, but I have to try.
Sonic X, the Metarex saga. Coming up next.
On the explosive season finale of Sonic X, Chaos Control! It's all coming to an end, and with a friend's final farewell,
Goodbye, Sonic.
Eggman prepares his ultimate triumph.
Now we can finally get back to building the Eggman Empire!
Don't miss the sensational season finale of Sonic X, coming up next on the CW4Kids Toonzai. Watch out, Eggman. I'm coming at you full speed.
When the last Chaos Emerald is found and all 7 are put together, it'll be a real blast. Those emeralds might create a blast that could lead to total global destruction.
We've got some emeralds to snag! Let's play, Sonic, for keeps!
Fine with me, Eggman. Take your best shot.
Sonic X, the Chaos Emerald Saga, next Saturday morning at 8. On the CW4Kids Toonzai.
Don't run off. Another episode of Sonic X is coming up next.
Here we go!
Right here on the CW4Kids Toonzai. Now, back to Sonic X.
On the next Sonic X, a hunt for buried treasure leads to underwater warfare. Can Sonic sink this creep from the deep? Or is he in over his head? Find out on the next Sonic X, coming up next.
Sonic X. We'll be right back on the CW4Kids.
That's one more. When Knuckles finds a Chaos Emerald, Chaos finds him.
Say hello to the Lady Ninja.
You can't afford to miss Sonic X next Saturday morning at 8.
Get ready for Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. Right here on the CW4Kids.
Toonzai!
Get ready for 1 full hour of Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. Right here on the CW4Kids.
Toonzai!
Now, another episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. Right here on the CW4Kids.
Toonzai!
Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. Next Saturday morning on the CW4Kids Toonzai. On the next Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. Were you there for the first ever Shark Attack?
It's feeding time!
The first XC summoning?
I've never seen this monster before in my life!
And Yuma's very first duel.
You're going down, Shark!
See the moments that made this monster hit what it is. Be here for an encore presentation of the very first episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. Today at 9 on the CW4Kids Toonzai. On the next Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal.
Go, Rising Sun Slash!
He must have a number card.
How nice of your family to gather like this. They're just in time to watch you suffer.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. Coming up next on the CW4Kids Toonzai. There's an all-new Yu-Gi-Oh! with something extra. Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal every Saturday morning on the CW4Kids. Expert duelists.
Let's do this!
Exhilarating monsters. Explosive action. Watch the Yu-Gi-Oh! with something extra. Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal every Saturday morning at 9 on the CW4Kids Toonzai.
This is gonna be excellent!
And watch classic Yu-Gi-Oh! every Saturday morning at 9:30.
Initializing Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal deck specs. Subject, Yuma Tsukumo. Typical, unusually clumsy middle schooler. Dueling skills, less than skillful.
Who to duel today?
You mean who to lose to today? Yuma's win percentage has seen improvement as of late, due in large part to Astro, the invisible alien duelist giving Yuma invaluable advice in battle. For more, see Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal, 1 full hour, today at 9 on the CW4Kids Toonzai. Initializing Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal deck specs. Subject, Shark. Cunning and cold-blooded, Shark is as dangerous as the predator he's named after.
Now, Arrow Shark, dig in on that jump!
As clever as he is crafty, Shark is always 2 steps ahead.
These thugs don't care about you, Shark, they're using you! How do you know that I'm not using them?
See Shark sink his teeth into action on Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal, 1 full hour, today at 9 on the CW4Kids Toonzai. Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal deck specs. Subject, Kite.
Someone other than you and I are gathering numbers.
Though Kite gathers number cards for a noble reason,
When all of the number cards are ours, my brother will be okay.
fighting for his brother is what makes Kite so lethal.
My method for taking a number is so forceful, that individual's soul is taken as well.
For more, see Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal, 1 full hour, today at 9 on the CW4Kids Toonzai.
On the next Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal.
What's going on? What am I holding? Am I Dark Magician? Ah! Wait! Don't do it! Yuma!
Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. Coming up next on the CW4Kids Toonzai. On the next Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. Were you there for the first ever Shark Attack?
It's feeding time!
The first XC summoning?
I've never seen this monster before in my life!
And Yuma's very first duel.
You're going down, Shark!
See the moments that made this monster hit what it is. Be here for an encore presentation of the very first episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. Today at 9 on the CW4Kids Toonzai. On the next Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal.
Go, Rising Sun Slash!
He must have a number card.
How nice of your family to gather like this. They're just in time to watch you suffer.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal, coming up next on the CW4Kids Toonzai. On the next, Tai Chi Chasers.
I can combine Tai Chi symbols to make new attacks.
Rai learns a new way to use the Tai Chi.
You Tigeroid twerps won our last round, but this time you're through.
But is it way too little?
It's over!
Far too late? Tai Chi Chasers, coming up next on the CW4Kids Toonzai. Dragon Ball Z Kai. We'll be right back on the CW4Kids. Now let's get back to Dragon Ball Z Kai. You're watching Dragon Ball Z Kai. Next, check out another Dragon Ball Z Kai. Then, it's classic Yu-Gi-Oh! Right here on the CW4Kids Toonzai. Get ready for 1 full hour of Dragon Ball Z Kai on the CW4Kids Toonzai. Get ready for another Dragon Ball Z Kai. Right here on the CW4Kids Toonzai.
Next Saturday morning, starting at 10, the Dragon Ball Z Kai Brawlathon. First,
what stands before you now is the thing you fear most. I am a Super Saiyan.
Then, he's back, and Goku set his sights on Frieza.
I will defeat you!
The Dragon Ball Z Kai Brawlathon. Next Saturday morning at 10 on the CW4Kids.
He goes by many names, but there's only one king of games. Yu-Gi-Oh! Today at 11:30, only on the CW4Kids Toonzai. On the next, Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal.
We have your friends. If you want to see them again, you must come to my mansion and duel me.
The more life points you lose, the more the rock on which they stand will crumble.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal, next Saturday morning at 9 on the CW4Kids. He goes by many names, but there's only one king of games. Yu-Gi-Oh! Coming up next, only on the CW4Kids Toonzai.
From the moment I received the Millennium Eye to the moment I recreated the ancient Shadow Games, it was fate's hand guiding me. Dawn of Duel Monsters.
I won't let you win.
I already have. Dawn of Destruction.
Pharaoh, your reign is over. Dawn of Darkness.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Dawn of the Duel. 1 full hour. Today at 11 on the CW4Kids. On the next Yu-Gi-Oh!
All right, here goes. It's time.
The battle to determine their destinies will now begin.
Are you ready for this? Wing Dragon of Raw! Attack his Magma Warrior! Now, Slifer, attack! Destroy his swordsman with Thunder Force!
Yu-Gi-Oh! Today at 11:30 on the CW4Kids.
Get ready for Yu-Gi-Oh! The Final Duel, right here on the CW4Kids Toonzai. On the next, Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal.
We have your friends. If you want to see them again, you must come to my mansion and duel me.
The more life points you lose, the more the rock on which they stand will crumble.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal, next Saturday morning at 9 on the CW4Kids. It's the summer's main event, the CW4Kids Dragon Ball Z Kai Brawlathon. You're gonna love that. Every Saturday morning, 3 heavyweight episodes of the series that match serious high. And it all leads up to the brawl to end them all. Goku versus Frieza. Be here for 3 rockin' rounds of Dragon Ball Z Kai. Next Saturday morning at 10, the CW4Kids Dragon Ball Z Kai Brawlathon. On the next Yu-Gi-Oh! Obelisk, wipe out his life points. Yu-Gi-Oh! Next Saturday morning at 11:30 on the CW. On the next Sonic X, Sonic and Sam take it to the track for the title of World. Sam's rocket car will burn more than rubber. And his dirty tricks may catapult him to victory. Sucker. Oh yeah, it's rocket time. Will Sonic beat Sam's thrust, or eat his dust. Don't miss this Sonic X event next Saturday morning at 8. On the next Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal.
No, my key is gone.
What? What could this mean? Could Yuma's parental unit have some connection to me and to my purpose here? Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal, next Saturday morning at 9 on the CW4Kids. This is Frieza, merciless destroyer of the Saiyan homeworld. It's hard work, keeping such raw power tied to a lead. Tends to get away from me. Now, for Goku, and for the pride of his race, nothing short of Frieza's total downfall will do. I will defeat you! Frieza versus Goku. Witness the Dragon Ball brawl to end them all. Dragon Ball next Saturday morning at 10 on the CW4Kids Toonzai. On the next Yu-Gi-Oh! It's your move. So give me your best shot. He's gone. My dark magician, attack! Destroy this monster and end this duel! This can't be the end. Yu-Gi-Oh! Next Saturday morning at 11:30 on the
On the next Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal, were you there for the first ever Shark Attack?
It's feeding time!
The first XC summoning?
I've never seen this monster before in my life!
And Yuma's very first duel.
You're going down, Shark!
See the moments that made this monster hit what it is. Be here for an encore presentation of the very first episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. Today at 9 on the CW4Kids Toonzai.
Every single duel the battle ever faced together was preparing them for this one. And now they need this test to come.
Are you ready for this? That's what we're here to find out, right? Let's do it! Yu-Gi-Oh! The final duel begins next on the CW4Kids.